Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about how to time an M276 engine and replace the timing chain, tensioners, and the complete sort of putting back together the engine. So the first thing you need to do is to bring the crankshaft to 40 degree, which is a marking on the crankshaft pulley. So you see it says 40, and then there is this notch on the water pump which you align the 40 degree to this mark here. Once you do that, your crankshaft is basically in a position to where we can start doing the installation, put everything back together. In this position, the cylinder number 1 would be on top of the center. That's cylinder number 1, in case if you want to know. So 40 degree. I'm trying to make a short video just so I can explain everything. So I've already removed some of the things, the bolts and stuff. I just want to show you guys what everything looks like there. So this is the front timing cover, guys. Right, it's front timing cover that we're going to remove. Once you remove the front timing cover, then we get access to the chain. So in order to set the chain, you have to replace these with the chain. You have to remove the cylinder head. So the cylinder head have to come off. The lower oil pan also, and the upper oil pan, you would have to remove those as well. When you put everything back together, the order of putting these back is to set the chains first, and then put the front timing cover back. Then you go in, put the cylinder head, time, oil pan, and done. So crankshaft at 40 degree. If you set the crankshaft to 40 degree, you'll see this pin pointing upward. Okay, you got this main gear, and it's got these tiny marks, dots. There's one here. I don't know if you can see it or not. So there's one over there. There's one here. Okay. There's one over here. And I mark this, which aligns with this dot. And there's a marking, there's a dot behind this mark, which aligns with this. But that's at the back. And for the reason for that dot is to align the bank 2 chain. So this chain that goes behind this gear also has a yellow mark, that aligns with this. So these chains do come with these yellow mark. It's already marked on the chain, and you're going to align these with these dot on this gear, on the main gear. Okay, there's no timing for this. This has its own tensioner for the oil pump. You inspect the guides and make sure the guides are okay. This tensioner, you inspect it to make sure it's not loose and it's, it's flexible, it's not basically broken. You inspect the guide here. But I'm replacing the entire chain, which this is how they come. So the first thing you do, like I said, you bring the crankshaft to 40 degree, and then you align these yellow marks with the dot on the gear. Once you do that, then you're going to go ahead and put the front timing cover in, torque the bolts. I went ahead and I zip tied these because when I rotate the engine to put the oil pan and stuff or do the timing, then these are not loose, so they're sort of secure. You can do the same thing, whatever you're comfortable, but you need to put the front timing cover first. Once you do that, then you have to put the cylinder head. The cylinder head in this car has a sealant path. You would have to put, and I'll show you the passage for the glue here. So these are the cylinder head gaskets. After you put the timing cover on, then you have to go in and this is the sealant path. You can pause the video and take a look at it later. Okay, so you see, this is where you need to apply sealant. It's 1 millimeter basically it's 1 millimeter wide, 0.3 millimeter thick. Okay, so it's very it's a thin layer of gasket that you put when you install this on the head. This is for the cylinder head cover, or the valve cover gasket, that also has a cylinder path. And the height and width of this cylinder also should be 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter wide, 1 millimeter thick. This one too, 1 millimeter wide height and 1 millimeter thick. And we got a tightening torque procedure. Again, you can pause the video and take a look at these. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the first stage, you do 20 Newton meter, 40 Newton meter, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. And that's for the cylinder head bolts. So make sure to apply the cylinder head glue and then properly torque this. I'll continue explaining how we're going to set the timing, but I also wanted to show you the camshaft. During the inspection, let me see if I have the components. So we're going to replace the rocker arms, because all the rocker arms, where are the old rocker arms? So we're replacing the rocker arms, and we're also replacing the cam, because whenever I remove the camshaft, I noticed that we have an excessive wear on the rocker arms. You see, and then we have the same on the camshaft itself, which I can grab this with my nail. Okay, so this, we're going to replace the camshaft because the customer wants to keep the car, and they're just planning to keep the car. So we're going to go ahead and replace this. It has to be replaced if the wear is excessive. We're also going to replace the rocker arms with it as well. These camshafts, they have a plate just like the M276, and I'll put it here so we can zoom in. And they do have a mark in the back. If you purchase one that doesn't have the mark, then you would have to basically draw this line using a special tool. You can get these from Mercedes-Benz. The part number for these tool is 278 589 002300, and in this box there comes 4 of these half moon plastic, which you set these. Let me see what engine is this. Okay, I have to show you this actually in detail. So this one is for M52 engine and 152 engine. This is for the M276, so we're gonna need this. This one is for M276, so we're gonna need that one. And this is for M278. So we're gonna need the 276. That's what we're gonna use. Here in the tool, it says inlet, and it says right. Okay, so that would be for intake. That's right, and this one's left. And here it says left and right, 2768, 2769. Okay, we need to see which one fits actually. Yes. exhaust bank 2, exhaust bank 2. Outlet, right side. Is this for left or right? Left. Two. That's for the left. Okay, so this camshaft is for bank 2. This is an exhaust camshaft on bank 2, which would be the left. Okay, so the plastic tool has an opening which goes in the center of the backing plate. That would be right side exhaust bank 2. You would mark that's inlet, outlet, exhaust, left. This is the driver's side. So you follow this left here, and then you mark over here, which now it aligns with the mark that we already have. And that's how this tool works. Let me get another camshaft. That was for the exhaust, so left side. This is for the intake. Same thing. You're going to put the opening here, and then intake, and then you mark here this hole, which aligns with what we have here already. Again, this goes here. This is an intake for the left side, inlet, and exhaust. So that's basically, okay, let me make it easier. So you got exhaust and intake on the left side would have this marking. Exhaust and intake on the right side you would use this mark. For the exhaust and intake on the right, you would use this. For the left side, you would use that, okay, which aligns with this mark. So that's how this, so that's basically, that's the tool that you would need in case if the camshaft that you buy does not have that mark. We're replacing the camshafts again because of the wear, and you will see the new camshafts also do have this mark. I will confirm the mark just to make sure that it is correct before the installation. For 276. So, okay. We actually do have to mark these because the one that we got, this mark just aligns, this mark aligns with the bottom, which is incorrect. So I have to mark these before the installation. So as we put that here, this is an exhaust bank 2. Exhaust. So it would be marked here, and then align this mark with that. Oh, actually, it's very close. Yeah. So rocker arms. We're going to replace the rocker arms. We're also going to replace this control valve for the oil control valve with the new harness. You need this cap that goes behind the cylinder head. Pretty common to go bad. When you take it out, you remove it, you have to replace it, otherwise it starts to leak. These are the old chains. The new chains, they do come like this. These are the marks that I explained. These are the tensioners. We are going to go ahead and replace the tensioners as well. We're also going to replace the control valve that's inside this on the head. These control valves, I recommend to replace those whenever you're doing a timing chain, just to make sure you don't have to go back there and do this again. This is a photo of the plate and the tool and how to mark the, in this we did the marking, which you would align. If I zoom in, once you mark, you will align your marks with the flat surface of the cylinder head. I'll explain these and I'll show you guys once we set the timing, but I just wanted to show you the first procedure, which would be installing the chain and the front timing cover, and then we'll cover the timing. All right, so we have the cylinder head on. We went ahead and installed the cylinder head. I was going to put I usually put the front timing cover in first and then put the cylinder heads, but I decided to put the cylinder heads this time just so I could show you guys the orientation of the timing chain, and then I'll put the cylinder head afterward. Remember these two bolts that are here, usually what I'll do, I'll put them up here and I put a zip tie just so I can hold them up whenever I'm installing the front timing cover, because these bolts, you have to run the bolt, you know, to set and to install the camshaft. So just be mindful and make sure that you put these bolts in, then put the cam adjuster and the camshafts. And then whenever you want to install the timing cover, if you decide to do it this way, then you would have to lift this up, put a zip tie, you know, put a zip tie around these two, and you can hold them like this. And that way it gives you a room. And then you have to glue also this area whenever you put the front timing cover. You have to put a sealant on the edge of the gaskets here, just so it seals the cover properly. So again, everything stays the same. I explained the marking here on this this gear, the center gear. Everything should line up with these dots, all the colors. And then you have one dot in the back for the bank 2 chain, which I marked it here. You can put a camera or a mirror, and then you can verify the dot. But I recommend to mark this just so you could mark this with the yellow line on the chain for bank 2. But covered in this, if you look on top, now we have the camshafts. Of course, you should know which one is exhaust, which one is intake. And I also explained how you can adjust, and put the marks behind the camshaft. On the adjuster itself, you have these marks, okay? These marks, which you line them up with the yellow mark on the chain, okay? So you have one, and there's another one, 2, same thing here, and then here. And then the timing chain tensioners are already installed. We replaced the valve. Let me show you one of the valves, what they look like. These valves, which are a one-way valve for the oil pressure, it sits inside the cylinder head behind the timing chain tensioner, and it doesn't allow the pressure to drop behind the chain. That's what this valve does. And in order to remove it, you put a 10 millimeter. I don't have one that I can show you, but I use, let's say, a similar bolt, and I put this in, right, and then like that. That's for the cylinder head. And then I pull the valve out, because there's a thread inside the valve which you can use. You can use in a screw, and then use a hammer type of puller, and then remove this valve. And then when you install it, you have to flush the valve with the cylinder head surface. Okay, that's the valve that I was mentioning. You got the tensioners. The tensioners are locked. I'm not going to remove the lock right now, because I'm going to close the top first, then remove the tensioner pins, put the timing cover, rotate the engine 2 times, and then double check the mark on the camshaft at the 35 degree, which I'll explain here shortly as well. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, you're adjusting the marks on the cam adjusters and the chain. And once you do that, we go behind the cylinder and cam adjusters, and then you see these marks, which we talked about earlier. We talked about how we can adjust these using the tool, the plastic tool. M276. Okay, which pretty much it sits there, but you can't do it right now because you have to mark this beforehand. But you set this, and then you line up those marks. So whenever everything is being installed and you line everything up and you lock the camshaft with these holders, all these should be flush with the cylinder head surface. Okay, so these lines should be flush, which, let me see if I can get a better, like, okay, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but right there. And then there's one here, which I use a marker to light, to sort of highlight them so you guys can see. And then same thing here. There's one, and this one. So it all, flushes very closely to the cylinder head. Now, if these lines are up, then that means that your timing is off, which it should not, or your plate has rotated. So you always want to confirm and make sure that your plate has not rotated, because there is also a laser mark on the plate and on your camshaft, which should line up. And then see if I can show you one of those. All right, this is the laser mark. So in order to verify whether your cam plate has rotated or not, there is this line right here, okay, which aligns with this line on the cam. No, it's right here. All right, so this line should align with the laser mark on the plate. And if these two are aligned, that means that your plate has not rotated. And if your plate has not rotated, when you put your cam adjuster, they of course are going to go in and lock in this place, in its place. Therefore, nothing is going to move. If everything is solid and everything is aligned, then when you align your chain marks with the cam adjusters, then all your marks on the plate is going to be flush with the cylinder head cover or cylinder head. And then once you check and verify all that, then you can go ahead and close the top, put the front timing cover in, pull the pins, rotate the engine, and bring the engine to 35 degree, which then you'll be looking at these two, or these four on each bank, 2 on each bank before total. if, let's say, whenever you're done and you pull the chain tensions and rotate the engine, if you look from the top, and you're looking straight down the hole, this hole for the camshaft sensor, then these half moons should be in the center of the hole. Right now it is not, because we're at 40 degree. You check and verify these, because whenever you put the engine together, then you can't see the mark for the adjusters or the chain. To verify the timing chain and whether it's adjusted or not properly, then you go into 35 degree, remove the camshaft sensors, but you can look, and these half moons should be in the center of the camshaft hole. Same thing here. All 4 of them are going to be in the center of the hole. Right now, it hasn't reached there because we're at 40 degree, but the moment we rotate the crankshaft to 35, it becomes in the center. So that's how you check, you verify your timing at 35 degree, okay? And I'll show you the illustration in the computer as well. And you can pause the video. So these are the marks that I was mentioning earlier, okay? They should flush with the cylinder head. And that was the pin that I was explaining for the one-way valve. The camshaft adjusted torque is 20 Newton meter, 45 degree. The cylinder heads explain 20, 40, 90, 90, and 90. And those are the glues. And that's using the plates. Let's see if I can find. All right, and this is what I was talking about. So if you look from the top at 35 degree, these should be in the center of the hole. And that's how you can identify whether the engine timing is correct or not, if the engine is timed or not. If they are off too far and closer to the edge, then that means the plate has moved, the timing is incorrect, or the chain has stretched. And these 4 are what we're looking at. You can pause the video and then you can sort of look at these again just under the sun. But that's from the top at 35 degree. And that should be it. I hope you find this video helpful. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is 276. One other thing that I just wanted to share as well is these. You also have these guides, and make sure you inspect these guides as well. These guides are what goes over the chain. They usually wear off and they break, so make sure you inspect these and replace these as well. And the 35 mark for the so we're at 40, 35, 53 is this. I keep saying 35, I apologize. 53. If I rotate the engine to 53 degree, then those marks should line up. It's 53, not 35. All right, hope you find this video helpful. Please like and subscribe. See you on the next video.